Hey everybody, Dr. Andrew here, and I am with the one and only, the beautiful and amazing and somewhat sleepy and carrying a lemon, my wonderful wife Laura.
Why did you do the lemon thing already?
Showing what's to come.
But I was gonna show them later.
Well, I've already messed things up, so this is gonna go well.
Well,
Hello.
He ruined everything.
I already got the fans jumping on.
I want to be done already.
Yes, that is my mother. First on. Bonus points for you. So it's a late evening. The current child, not the one to come, was being difficult. Wanted to take a long time to go to sleep.
He took a late nap.
He took a late nap, which means late bedtime, which means it's past bedtime for us. But here we are, checking in on week 14 of the pregnancy here with the BUMPdate. This smells really good.
It's a lemon.
Yeah, but wouldn't think it smells until you cut it open. Who thinks we should zest this lemon right here, right now?
No, I need it later in the week.
Not happening. So, here we are. How's life this week, my wonderful pregnant wife?
It's good. Week 14 has been better than most weeks because I'm officially out of the first trimester. So nausea has subsided and energy has increased. That is not to say that I don't get tired sometimes, because you definitely do, because you're still pregnant and growing a baby. I read that this week the little baby, the kidneys were already formed, but now the baby is able to pee in me. So that's been really cool. What did you do this week?
So you've been getting peed on.
I've been getting peed on the outside and on the inside.
That's
by
nice.
2 children.
When's the last time he really peed on you, though?
Today, whenever I got him out of the bath and he didn't have a diaper on.
Well, that's your own fault. He did when we were spending time with the 4th of July outside, playing a lot of water, and he'd end up with swim diapers. We did have family members multiple times getting peed on, mostly Claire, our sister-in-law, Ziki's Auntie Claire. So that's nice, getting peed on by 1.5-year-olds and by 14-week-olds.
Yep.
Living the dream.
So week 14 has been easier in that sense, feeling better. I don't think it's ever easy, but easier.
Easier.
Mainly my biggest issue is I'm starting to feel chubby.
Didn't we talk about this last week? What do you mean you're starting to feel chubby?
Well, it's just more and more. I read that week 14, your uterus is officially above the pelvic bone, meaning that the baby bump is officially present. And hence, this is where I was going to say the lemon thing. This is how big the baby is inside of me.
We've moved on from the non-existent fruit kumquat, and we're now at the real fruit, lemon.
My very reliable and accurate baby app says that baby is the size of a large lemon. So when I was picking out a lemon this week to make a punch, I made sure it was a large one.
Yeah, this was a group decision figuring out what qualified as a large lemon.
And it also gives sizes on this very accurate baby app that I have. Says that baby is 3.5 inches long.
Yeah.
And 1.5 ounces heavy. So 3.5 inches is pretty big.
It's about 3.5 inches.
Yeah. So this isn't easy to hide anymore.
No. Baby's coming in loud and proud, full force.
I was really excited today because I had ordered a couple maternity clothes online, and shipping said it was going to be delivered today, and I checked and it changed till tomorrow. So just I'm a little bit sad about it, because I was going to show you some new maternity clothes that I got.
You're gonna have a fashion show
No, not a fashion
on
show.
our live bump date.
Just like a couple things, like show like a cute shirt or something with the elastic sides. You have to wait till next week.
Wow, that's not a teaser. I don't know what it is.
So the other things, I just recently started gagging while taking my vitamins.
I don't know why.
That didn't happen the first trimester, but now I don't like it.
What I think would be valuable for people to know, what are you taking during your pregnancy?
So many things.
It's really not any different than normal.
No, but just extra. So I'm taking multivitamin, which is
Your prenatal.
a prenatal, but a multi designed for, right?
Yeah.
Designed for pregnancy.
That's what a prenatal is. Multivitamin,
Right.
vitamin and nutrients.
But I usually take a multi. This one, we just changed it, so it's more prenatal. Fish oil and probiotic and vitamin D are all the 4 that I usually take. And then with pregnancy, I've added magnesium into the mix to help me sleep and with leg cramps.
That one, we probably just needed to up it anyways, and could have been part of our regular routine. It just kind of ended up being a coincidence that it's during pregnancy you're starting. Because I've been taking it more and been feeling good with magnesium recently.
So those are all of the ones that I'm taking right now.
Yeah, and it's important for prenatals. Actually, just end of last week, I think, shared a post in a little blog on choosing a prenatal vitamin, because sadly there's a ton out there. I'd actually say most out there that I've ever seen available, in GNC or Walmart or Costco, for example, are not doing you any good. They're probably doing more harm than good, because they're full of synthetic versions of the vitamins, stuff like folic acid instead of folate, or the wrong form of the vitamin. And then they've just got junk in them. They've got toxic crap like artificial fillers, colors, sweeteners, stuff like that. I won't go through all the details now, but look at that post or look at that blog and compare your multivitamin or your prenatal and make sure it's a good one, because you don't want to be doing more harm than good on that. Every once in a while you see these articles going around of like new study shows that taking multivitamin doesn't offer any benefits for health. But what I often wonder that is, what are they actually comparing to? Because there's a wide variety of types of multivitamins or quality that's out there. So source matters, where you get it from matters a lot. Ask us if you have questions. It's important. People want to know what you're taking.
I'll give you the brands. So prep work for a home birth this week hasn't really changed much. I just read the next week's on Mama Natural. I should probably get ahead of the game on that a little bit more, because I don't want to be reading week 40 when I'm in labor. So it's kind of fun to read it when you're in that week, because then you can kind of see, but it's also helpful to be able to read ahead and be able to prep a little bit better. So I think I should start reading a little bit more than a week at a time. So that's just been the reading. I'll probably pick it up a little bit more in the coming months. We as in I did the prenatal blood screen, which got a couple questions. If you have not been pregnant or have not really been around people who have been pregnant, prenatal blood screen or prenatal panel is, you go, usually if you're going to an OB, they just do it during your first visit to the office where they take your blood, and it's just a couple vials that they take, and they end up screening you for different STIs, diabetes, your blood type, your antibodies. What else is there?
Just some general health markers.
Yeah, just so they know what they're dealing with going into the game. We knew that it wasn't a requirement for us for having a home birth. They gave us the option of doing it, but it's non-invasive in the sense that it's just taking my blood. It's not really.
Although the lady said she blew up your blood vessel.
Yeah.
Is it still sore?
It's not sore.
It was Saturday we did it.
I have a pretty good bruise.
Still a little bit black and blue.
Yeah. She took my blood. It was really fast, but then as she pulled the needle out, she said, "Sorry, I blew your vein a little." I was like,
Nope, no big deal.
It seems dangerous. So I might still be bleeding on the inside. I don't know. But yeah, it's pretty standard, the blood test. We weren't concerned about that specific test because it didn't cause any issues for me or baby. So we got the results back for that. I don't know how to read it. He does.
I haven't seen it.
Yeah, but the blood tape is B positive. I learned that again. I keep forgetting, but I learned it again. We have another midwife appointment next week.
Yeah,
actually,
week from today.
Next Wednesday. So next bump date, we'll probably have.
It'll be a fun one.
Maybe some more things. Maybe we'll record the heartbeat.
That'd be cool.
Maybe we'll try to do that.
We'll have to ask Natalie and Karen what to say. They mentioned they would have to bring us maybe a kumquat to our next visit.
Oh, good.
If such a thing exists.
If they bring a kumquat, I'm going to show you on the bump date. So yeah, I always look forward to midwife appointment just because it makes it more real, and it's fun to have the toddler around this time because he's experiencing it all.
Looking at his belly and figuring stuff out.
Yeah, it makes talking. He doesn't really understand what's happening, but it's still fun.
Yeah.
So yeah.
It's a big week for birth stuff because unless they're at a birth, we'll probably be hanging out with our midwives tomorrow night because Thursday at the office this week is a birth mingle. So we just bought a bunch of wine and snacks. So if you're not doing anything tomorrow, become a birth provider really fast and you can join us at this event because it has wine and snacks. You can still come
if you want.
You probably can come. It's going to be a lot of fun. So it's a cool week of birth. We really love talking about birth, hanging out with people who are passionate about supporting people through birth. So it's going to be a fun evening.
I'm excited because just to talk to other like-minded people, but also there's going to be a birth photographer.
Birth photographers.
And
Jessica Thomas that we just shared, the Pittsburgh-born birth photography and birth doula group. They had a really cool, it's like I guess you could call it a breastfeeding event where they did some cool shots of a bunch of moms in Pittsburgh down on one of the iconic bridges there. We shared it earlier. You can see it on our page, but they're going to be there. And we've talked a little bit about having some sort of birth photographer or videographer at this birth. So I know you're looking forward to chatting with her about that.
Yeah, I've tossed around the idea. Still don't know, but it'll be fun to just learn a little bit more.
It's fun hanging out with fun people.
Yeah, might as well take advantage of it as I'm pregnant. Yeah. But I think that's it.
It's life. This Saturday, in somewhat unrelated stuff, is our 5-year wedding anniversary. July 28th, 2013.
He told me I could get rid of this ugly orange couch on our 5-year wedding anniversary.
I don't remember that conversation.
And then when I asked him what we were doing, he said, just keep your expectations low.
It's safe if the expectations are low. There's nowhere but up to go. So, I don't know why that's a bad strategy.
I'm excited. No, I'm excited. It'll be fun just to celebrate. And
that's throwback wearing the shirts that I made us via help from my sister, including others, for our engagement, which would have been October 13th, 2012. How cool is that?
I don't remember that date.
Just so in love.
If anybody wants this orange couch, let me know. That's it.
We've got Michelle remembers the orange couch conversation.
Yes.
We've got witnesses.
I knew it.
We're going to have to stop doing these.
Seriously, though. # ugly orange couch. It's going to be a thing.
It's a perfectly fine couch. Miko loves it.
No, he's not even sleeping on it.
The dog's usually passed out on it, so.
We're just rambling now. Okay.
This whole thing just rambling.
Yes, we're going to go to bed now because we're old.
Because bedtime.
It's bedtime. Okay, thanks for joining us, and stay tuned for next week with maybe an exciting one from the midwife appointment.
They're all exciting.
They're all exciting.
All right. See you guys. Have a good night.
Bye.